About 25 centimetres long and famously covered in spines, the hedgehog must be one of the most familiar of Britain's wild mammals. Most common in parks and gardens where the mixture of bushes for hiding in during the day and invertebrate-rich lawns and flower beds make for the perfect home. Hedgehogs eat mainly invertebrates, as well as amphibians, birds' eggs and anything else they can catch. They particularly like slugs and earthworms, as well as big crunchy beetles. Sadly, due to our modern way of living and man's desires to close in his garden, the hedgehog population has plummeted since the 1970s. So how can we help? Well, one thing we can do to help is to provide a hedgehog highway by cutting a 13 centimetre by 13 centimetre square in our fence panels so the hedgehogs can pass safely from one garden to the next. It's autumn time here in Britain, and now the hedgehogs are seeking a cosy place to curl up for the winter. Falling leaves, if left untouched, will provide a cosy bed for them. We also need to give them a helping hand to get between our network of garden fences and boundaries to maximise their chances of finding a suitable habitat to bed down in, and also to find enough prey to feed up for winter time. Garden fences take many forms, and one example we've got here is a huge board fence with a thick concrete base, making it much harder to make a hedgehog highway, but not impossible. Another example of a non-hedgehog friendly fence is this wire fence, which has an additional layer of chicken wire at the base to stop rabbits getting in and out of people's gardens. This not only limits the access of hedgehogs between gardens, but can also provide a lethal trap if they become ensnared in old or rusty wire. Some fences are good fences. Here we have an example of a good fence. There are plenty of holes for wildlife to crawl between. Also, this rustic post and rail fence provides a beautiful boundary while allowing animals to pass easily underneath. This wild hedge provides the perfect habitat for a hedgehog, and wherever possible it's much better to grow a natural fence than it is to erect an artificial one. Hedgehogs can travel up to a mile at night, so it's imperative that us homeowners help them find their way through the maze of fences and solid walls. To do this, Kai and I are going to show you how to make a special hedgehog highway. This is particularly good for people who own animals and dogs and they need to keep a solid boundary, but are also willing to cut a small hole in the base of their fences to allow hedgehogs to pass through at night time. Firstly, have a word with your neighbour and explain to them what you are doing, as some neighbours may have small dogs or own the boundary fence. Perhaps they will even help you erect a plaque their side also. For this project, you will need a fence panel you can cut into, a saw, one of Wildlife Watch's special hedgehog highway stencils that you can send off for on their website so that you can get the size just right. An optional plaque from Wildlife Watch if you want to show just how proud you are of your work and inspire your friends and family to do the same. A pencil, a few screws so you can attach your plaque, a screwdriver, and gloves for safety. First of all, take your fence post and your Wild About Gardens 13cm by 13cm square stencil. Lay it on your fence post, take your pencil and carefully mark out the shape so you know exactly where to cut. Now it's time to cut your hedgehog highway out. For this, you're going to need your saw. And remember, if you are a child, always work under the supervision of a parent at all times. Now you've finished cutting out your hole, it's ready for your special Hedgehog Highway sign that you can get direct from the website. So all you have to do is to pop it on the top. You've got some screws that we need to put in each corner. And there you have it, easy as pie. Well done, Kai. High five.
High five.
Remember to download or send off your Hedgehog Highway template and also a handy Get Creative for Hedgehogs this autumn booklet for Wild About Gardens Week, filled with excellent factual information about hedgehogs, what they eat, how to make a hedgehog house and other fun activities. Find out more by visiting www.wildaboutgardensweek.org.uk. And finally, if you want to see if hedgehogs are using your highway, why not put a trail cam out near the hole and record any nighttime action? You may be pleasantly surprised.